Some of these street dudes need a reality check. Not from the police, not from the streets, not from their homies, from life. Because somewhere along the way, a lot of these men confused being street with being stuck. Confused being hard with being dirty. Confused being real with being irresponsible. Confused being a man with being a burden. And the wild part, they don't even see it. They think the tattoos, the attitude, the hood persona, the I don't care about nothing energy makes them attractive. But behind closed doors, they're living like teenagers in grown bodies. No hygiene routine, no doctor visits, no job, no goals, no discipline, no accountability. Just vibes, excuses, and survival mode. And the women who chase them, they don't realize they're not dating a man, they're raising one. Let's start with the basics. Hygiene. Some of these dudes will argue about respect all day long, but won't argue with a bar of soap. They'll fight a man over a look, but won't fight the bacteria growing under their nails. They'll brag about being outside, but haven't been inside a dentist's office in 10 years. They'll spend money on weed, shoes, and belts, but won't spend $10 on deodorant. They'll spray cologne on top of funk like it's a solution. They'll wash their face with the same rag they clean the sink with. They'll wear the same jeans for a week straight and call it grind mode. Some of these dudes smell like weed, cigarettes, and disappointment, but swear they're that guy. A real man takes care of his body. A real man respects his hygiene. A real man understands that cleanliness isn't optional. It's foundational. But some of these street dudes think hygiene is feminine. Like brushing your teeth twice a day is soft. Like washing your sheets is extra. Like grooming is doing too much. No, my boy. Being musty is not masculinity. It's laziness. And don't get me started on health. Some of these dudes will risk their life in the streets, but won't risk sitting in a doctor's office for a checkup. They'll run from bullets, but won't run on a treadmill. They'll swallow pride, but won't swallow vitamins. They'll brag about being real men, but won't get tested, won't get screened, won't get examined, won't get anything checked. They'll say, I'm good, but their body is screaming, no, you're not. A lot of these men are walking around with untreated issues like blood pressure, infections, dental problems, mental health struggles. But they ignore it because they think pain makes them strong. Pain doesn't make you strong. Pain makes you avoidant. Pain makes you reckless. Pain makes you numb. A real man takes care of his health. A real man checks on his body. A real man doesn't wait until he collapses to take himself seriously. But some of these dudes would rather die than be vulnerable for 10 minutes in a clinic. Now let's talk about the part that stings the most, the mama-son dynamic. Some of these street dudes don't want a girlfriend. They want a replacement mother, a woman who cooks for them, a woman who cleans for them, a woman who pays the bills, a woman who lets them drive her car, a woman who buys the groceries, a woman who covers the rent, a woman who handles the responsibilities they avoid. And what does he contribute? A little sex, a little charm, a little, I got you, baby, a little bare minimum effort. He's not a partner. He's a dependent. He's not building with her. He's living off her. He's not protecting her. He's draining her. And the saddest part, he thinks he's winning. He thinks being kept by a woman is a flex. He thinks being taken care of is loyalty. He thinks being catered to is love. No, my boy, you're not her man. You're her responsibility. You're not her king. You're her child. You're not leading the household. You're living in it like a guest. And the moment she wakes up and realizes she's raising you instead of dating you, it's over. Some of these dudes don't understand that a woman is not supposed to be your mother. She's not supposed to carry you. She's not supposed to fix you. She's not supposed to fund your lifestyle. She's not supposed to raise you into the man you should have already become. A real man contributes. A real man provides. A real man adds value. A real man stands on his own 2 feet. But some of these street dudes think masculinity is about dominance, not discipline, about attitude, not accountability, about image, not integrity. They want respect without responsibility. They want loyalty without effort. They want love without growth. They want a woman to do everything their mama did, but with benefits. That's not manhood. That's dependency dressed up as swagger and street. And here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of these men aren't street. They're stuck in survival mode, stuck in adolescence, stuck in habits they refuse to outgrow, stuck in a lifestyle that stopped being cute years ago. And the women who enable it, they're not partners, they're caretakers. But the moment a man decides to grow up, to clean himself up, to get checked out, to get a job, to contribute, to take responsibility, to stop living off women, to stop hiding behind the street persona, that's when he becomes dangerous in the right way. That's when he becomes a man worth respecting. That's when he becomes someone a woman can build with, not babysit. But getting to that point ain't easy because a lot of these dudes don't realize how far they've fallen until they look around and see they don't own anything. No car, no crib, no savings, no plan. Just a woman holding everything together while he floats through life like a guest in his own story. And when a man finally wakes up and sees that, it hits him different. It hits him in the pride. It hits him in the ego. It hits him in the part of himself he's been avoiding for years. That's when he realizes the street life didn't make him a man. It just kept him distracted long enough to avoid becoming one. Because being a man ain't about being tough. It ain't about being feared. It ain't about being outside all day with nothing to show for it. Being a man is about showing up. Showing up for yourself. Showing up for your responsibilities. Showing up for the people who love you. A lot of these dudes don't need a new woman. They need a new version of themselves. They need to learn how to clean up after themselves, how to cook something besides noodles and hot dogs, how to budget money, how to keep a job longer than a season, how to stop depending on a woman to survive. Because once a man starts taking care of his hygiene, once he starts taking care of his health, once he starts taking care of his responsibilities, he starts to feel different. He starts to walk different. He starts to think different. He stops moving like a boy looking for a caretaker and starts moving like a man building a life. And that's when everything changes. That's when he stops being deadweight. That's when he stops draining the woman he's with. That's when he stops hiding behind excuses and starts standing on action. A man who grows up, really grows up, becomes a force. Not because he's perfect, but because he's accountable. And Pookie, he saw it all.